Alright, I'm with the animators, the creators of Fruit of the Bones. Right, first question is, how did you come up with your idea?
Oh, it was Dan's.
Levi, do you want to answer this one?
Yeah, because it was your thing, wasn't it?
Basically, last year, what we did is Dan did a parody of Lord of the Rings with penguins, and I did a unique idea. My animation
spin off of Pirates of the Caribbean.
My animation was basically fruit pirates trying to find fruit salad, and this year none of us wanted to let that idea go because we liked it so much and we wanted to make something new with it.
Yeah.
So we basically combined them together and came up with what is possibly the coolest idea that's ever been told.
Fruit of the Bones.
It's basically carrying on both the stories as well.
So it's a sequel to it.
So what's your animation like actually about? What's the story?
Well, at the end of my animation last year, the fish belt fell into this volcano, and it starts off with that scene, and the fish bones go flying off, and it goes into the fruit salad realm, and it starts corrupting all the fruit, and they turn into zombie-like creatures and start just eating everyone and all that sort of stuff. And the penguins have to go get the bones back.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Huh? Yeah, it is, yeah.
What were the team roles in your group?
The team roles, okay, the backdrops were Dan, because he's an artist, he did an amazing job, all the backdrops. We all pitched in with the characters in every way we could, because we had soldier penguins, all the fruit, we had the belt. I don't think there was anything else apart from that, was there?
No.
No? We were all basically co-directors, because we all tried to pitch the same idea.
Want to give everyone a chance to take.
Yeah, the thing is, we
each role.
basically we didn't want to have one director and everyone follow. We wanted to give everybody a chance to actually get involved so we can all get a good grade, which was fair, because if somebody took the role, it would be their vision and everybody would feel like they weren't a part of it. So we all tried to pitch in. With the sound effects, well, Levi and I recorded a bunch of stuff together. Dan helped because
you mean the voices?
Yeah, the voices. Yeah. And the sound effects. I mean, I think we all. I mean, Levi did a lot of the sound effects. To be fair, he did really well. But we all did pitch in from it. I think was it. You did. I can't remember what you did. Not what you did, but when you were.
Sounds.
Yeah, with the sounds. I'm trying to remember exactly.
The characters' voices and basically any sound that needed to be done.
Pretty much that.
Yeah.
I think primarily the main animators was probably Alex and Nathan, probably the main ones who animated it. Levi was done a bit of animating. I edited quite a few bits, and also Nathan helped with a few bits here and there. And so I did Freeze actually. You can turn that camera right around.
We'll talk about. Yeah, so Nathan and I, getting short of me, Nate, we recorded a lot of scenes together, didn't we? I don't know how many scenes we recorded by the end of it.
We recorded quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, what we did was take turns. So for one scene, I would be on the camera side, and Nate would be, pushing whatever scene we were doing.
Shifting the images
across. And then after that scene, we would swap. So by the end of it, we actually worked out animating a lot the same.
I remember attempting to animate quite a few scenes on my own, but that was due to necessary absences or absences that happened randomly. Yeah, I tried my hardest to animate and stuff, but
you did well.
Hopefully I did well, but yeah.
So I mean, basically team-wise, we all got involved with a bit of everything really.
We all chipped in.
Cool. Right.
Some of them.
Were there any difficulties when filming, or in pre-production, post-production, and pre-production, production, and post-production?
Yeah. Begin with that.
I'm gonna get comfortable.
I might just start off with the filming. Filming.
Well, the problems that Nate and I had with filming was either we didn't have the characters ready, or the lighting was a big issue, I think, for a lot of the stuff we did, where it took a lot of time to do a certain scene and then the lights would change.
Quite overexposed.
Yeah, and I think that the issue we were having was trying to do it all in a short amount of time, I think. So maybe for when we have to resubmit it by the 19th of December, we've got a good chunk of time to actually thoroughly go through it. But I think the main issues we had were, the lighting. I think that took the most.
I don't really find lighting an issue, to be honest. The thing I found an issue was, I'll admit it, it's the simplest thing in the world, but I found it difficult to find the right facial expressions to draw, because it's the little things that add up to the bigger picture. So I remember recording, or attempting to animate, the scene where Bramley is in what looks like a tropical forest, and he's screaming at the fruit. I was in I was in one of the rooms down the hall, and literally the lighting was so perfect. It looked like it's like a beam of sunlight comes like diagonally across the paper. That made it look like a tropical sort of jungle, like the sun gleaming through the leaves on the trees and everything. And I tried to get that shot so badly, but
it didn't work.
It kind of worked, but it's just like I said, I had trouble drawing certain features for characters, so the plan didn't really work out, but it was a good attempt at it, I think. So that's the only issue I possibly had, as well as being sadly inexperienced with certain programs, so I was more of a hindrance than a help.
Well, the thing is, everybody is, not everybody in the class is going to be as experienced as each other. Everybody's going to have a weakness. It's not about somebody not knowing. The thing is, we all have strong points, we all have weak points. So we all bring out our strong points together, and if somebody has a weak point, we all, try to help each other out. Because that's what teamwork's about.
Yeah.
So actually, in the end, we did kind of pull through.
What else went like that?
There was some problems with files, like Premiere wasn't reading the files. So I had to convert those, which took ages.
How long did that take? I think we lasted about 10 hours trying to do that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, close, probably just over 10 hours.
It's going to have to be done over the weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah. But then, to be honest, that was an issue with the college, I think.
Yeah.
Rather than, because we tried everything. It wasn't like we weren't trying the right, equipment. It just. Did you end up, Levi, taking it home? And then.
I took her and back to the everything.
Well, at least it was done. That's what I'm going to say. At least it was done.
So you're using the original characters from some of the original characters from both of your
Pretty much all the characters are the original characters.
I think Pandolf makes an appearance, but we didn't use the actual old one that I done last year. We done a new one.
So not many of the characters from.
But not the exact same characters, but
we did use paper characters rather than cellular acetate characters.
Yeah.
But it might have been easier to grip paper characters rather than cellular acetate ones, because obviously
The background was like shining through.
if your hands get sweaty, then the acetate rubs and you get fingerprints on it, and it affects lighting. It affects the quality of animation aesthetically. So
and also because we had both different styles of animation. Like last year, I printed out my animation onto sort of card.
Yeah.
Instead of hand drawing them, I sort of gave my characters to the guys and just said, there you go, you can get on with these. These are sort of what they should look like. Try and make them look like that, but with the style of the fruit salad.
Next question.
How did you find working in a team?
In
your team?
the A team.
The A team.
Well, we can all say a bit, I think, for that.
I'll let you guys talk about this.
I think it's quite hard because there's been a few issues with people not getting quite along, or people getting frustrated because the work just sort of got on top of them, and then they probably took out on other people. But yeah. That's what I'd say about that.
Well, I think that's fair to say, because a lot of the time if you're under a lot of pressure and you've got a lot of work to do, like Dan says, you do end up, some people, you know, in this group will take it out on other people, but they don't really mean it at heart. It's just because they're worrying about other issues. But overall, I did think, especially right at the end, we all did work together, and just maybe points for the future for everybody to just solely to concentrate on the animation rather than bring issues outside of it involved. Because what happens is if you bring issues involved, then it can get quite heated.
And slows down the